Ask yourself, are you working for money? Or are you letting money work for you? This question is inspired by the famous book Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, a book that has changed how millions of people worldwide, from London to Berlin, think about finances. In this podcast episode, I will break down the 6 common poor mindsets that Kiyosaki points out, and more importantly, how you can change them to build wealth, no matter where you live in Europe. Get ready with a cup of coffee, a notebook, because what you're about to hear could transform how you manage money and achieve financial freedom. Let's dive in with the first poor mindset. The first poor mindset is working for money. Many Europeans, from office workers in Amsterdam to engineers in Munich, work hard for a monthly paycheck. But the rich, according to Robert Kiyosaki, focus on letting money work for them. Imagine 2 people. Anna, an office worker in Brussels, earns €3,000 a month. After paying rent, utilities, and shopping, she has almost nothing left to save. Anna is stuck in a cycle: work, spend, wait for the next paycheck. Meanwhile, Luca, an investor in Milan, uses his money to buy a small apartment for Airbnb rentals or invests in an ETF fund. Money from these sources flows into Luca's account even while he's enjoying an espresso. Anna's vicious cycle comes from trading time for money. If she stops working, her income stops too. In contrast, Luca builds passive income streams, giving him time to pursue passions like traveling or learning new skills. How do you change this mindset? Start by learning about investing. You don't need tens of thousands of euros. For example, with €1,000, you can invest in an index fund like MSCI World through platforms like eToro or DeGiro. Or, if you're in a city like Lisbon, consider renting out a room on Airbnb. The key is learning how to make money work for you. Ask yourself, what passive income stream can I create this year? Start small, but start today. The second poor mindset is fear of risk and failure. Robert Kiyosaki says, winners are not afraid of losing. Losers are afraid of winning. In Europe, with strong social safety nets, many choose safety over risk. But the rich see risk as an opportunity to learn. Imagine you want to invest in the stock market. A poor mindset thinks, what if I lose all my money? And keeps money in a savings account with 0.1% interest. But the rich ask, how can I invest smartly? They're willing to try and learn from mistakes. For example, a friend of mine in Stockholm invested €2,000 in a tech startup and failed. Instead of giving up, he took investment courses, analyzed his mistakes, and later successfully invested in an ETF fund. Now, he has a profitable investment portfolio. To change, start with small steps. If you're in Paris and want to invest, try €500 in an index fund. Read books like The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham or follow financial experts on X like Money Saving EXP. See failure as a lesson, not the end. Today, write down one risk you want to take, like a small investment or learning a financial skill, and plan to act on it. Are you ready? The third poor mindset is a lack of financial knowledge. Kiyosaki emphasizes that the poor don't distinguish between assets and liabilities. In Europe, many buy new cars or expensive furniture, but few think about investing in income-generating assets. Imagine you receive a €5,000 bonus. A poor mindset buys a new car in Frankfurt, but in a few years, the car loses value and incurs maintenance costs. In contrast, the rich use €5,000 to invest in an ETF fund or buy a small apartment in suburban Madrid for rental income. A lack of financial knowledge traps you in liabilities. Many Europeans think owning a big house is success, but if it consumes all your income, it's a burden. To change, learn about cash flow, read books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, take Udemy courses, or follow financial experts like Martin Lewis in the UK. List your assets, like investments, real estate, and liabilities, cars. Luxury items. Ask yourself, where am I spending my money? And is it creating long-term value? A tip: allocate 10% of your monthly income to assets. Even if it's just €50 in an index fund, financial knowledge is the key. The fourth poor mindset is a closed mindset, expressed as, I can't or I don't have enough money. In Europe, with high living costs in cities like Zurich or Dublin, many easily give up on financial dreams. But the rich ask, how can I make it happen? For example, when wanting to buy an apartment in Barcelona, the poor say, I can't afford it, and stop. The rich ask, how can I buy it? They explore options: low-interest mortgages, co-investing, or increasing income through side hustles. I know a young person in Copenhagen who wanted to start an online store but had no capital. Instead of saying, I can't, they asked, how can I start small? They sold crafts on Etsy, saved up, and now own a small store. To change, shift your inner language. Replace, I can't, with, how can I? Write down a financial goal, like saving €10,000, and list 3 ways to achieve it. Even small steps like cutting coffee expenses or freelancing. Today, write down one, I can't, thought you often have, and turn it into, how can I? Share it with us. The fifth poor mindset is trading time for money. In Europe, many work 40 hours a week, from bankers in Frankfurt to teachers in Athens, for a paycheck. But time is finite. You can't work forever. The rich build systems for passive income. Compare. Maria, an employee in Lisbon, works 10 hours a day for €2,500 a month. If she stops working, her income stops. Meanwhile, Hans in Amsterdam creates a blog about European travel. After a year, his blog earns money from ads and affiliate marketing, even while he's vacationing in Mallorca. To escape the time trap, build systems. If you're good at writing, start a blog or ebook. If you have skills, teach online via Skillshare. Initially, you'll invest time, but later, the system works for you. Ask yourself, what skills do I have to create passive income? Spend 1 to 2 hours a week on a small project, like selling photos on Shutterstock or investing in an ETF fund. Step by step, you'll reclaim your time. Are you ready to stop trading time for money? Share your ideas in the comments. The final poor mindset is not investing in financial education. Many Europeans think a degree from Sorbonne or Cambridge is enough. But the financial world changes fast. The rich always learn. They read books, listen to podcasts, attend seminars. Imagine, one person spends 3 hours a night watching Netflix, while the rich spend 1 hour reading The Millionaire Next Door or listening to podcasts like the Money Podcast. After 5 years, the rich have the knowledge to invest, while the other is still stuck. For example, I know someone in Vienna who started learning about real estate from scratch. He read books, attended seminars in Germany, and now owns a rental apartment in Budapest. In contrast, another friend thought, finance is too complex, and did nothing. Still living paycheck to paycheck. To change, spend 30 minutes a day learning. Read books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, listen to podcasts like ChooseFI, or take free courses on Coursera. Follow financial experts on X like Financial Times. Today, pick a finance book or podcast and start. What will you do to invest in your knowledge? Share with us. We've explored the 6 poor mindsets from Rich Dad, Poor Dad *, working for money, fearing risk, lacking financial knowledge, a closed mindset, trading time for money, and not investing in financial education. Your mindset shapes your actions, and your actions shape your financial future. From Stockholm to Seville, you can start changing today. Ask yourself, which mindset will I choose today? Start small. Read a book. Save €50 to invest. Or ask, how can I make it happen? Small steps lead to financial freedom. Thank you for listening. If you found this video helpful, hit subscribe, share with friends, and leave a comment about the mindset you want to change most. Follow the channel for more finance and personal growth content. See you in the next episode.